All right, part 3. By now you're gonna be up to like 20 minutes, each video being about 7, I guess. I'm gonna put it on fucking YouTube, and I'm not spending hours editing. It's what it is. So boundaries again. That's another part of my boundaries. So this is part 3. I might throw up a couple of things that guide that I believe in, and I'm doing it really for us. Like I love subtitles. I always have them. Ask anyone that's ever been watching a movie in bed with me. There hasn't been that many. I love relationships. I love one-on-ones. I'm a one-on-one person, man. I'm doing this because it's therapeutic, if we want to kind of oversimplify it that way. It's like a journal, but with my dyslexia, writing. I've always loved writing. If I got a consistent compliment to my life, the patterns that I recognize and I've stored neatly, tidily away. OCD, shout out. Actually, it's so redundant across all spectrums, and don't worry, we'll get back to what I was saying. I'm pretty good at remembering, and one day we'll do this live, and that might be fun, but it might be too much too, because I hate fucking micro communication. It's hard, man. Like, I just saw a text come in now. It's not really for me. It's just I'm part of a lot of different text groups that I like to help. And boy, you're gonna have to stitch this conversation together. But I'm not gonna translate me a lot. I'll translate me sometimes, right? Yeah. So I got this really cool, interesting past. So much so that I have so many cool stories that you're not going to believe. Well, you'll believe as many as you want, knowing that I'm Irish blood, inherited Irish blood, storyteller. So there may be some exaggerations or whatever, but I'm never going to do it to screw anyone over or disrespect any why within the story. Okay, so understand that. Like I do some showmanship, or I add some humor or whatever. So that's what I'm gonna get. So don't, if you're gonna fact check me and stuff like that, that's cool. Just come forward respectfully, and I will absolutely read into it. And when I say read into it, that means do my own due diligence between the lines. But any of you that can relate to my kind of brain, you're gonna put thousands of hours of thought, and then for someone to say, when you finally first speak that thought, hopefully to yourself and probably to yourself. I started talking to myself in the mirror, full on conversations. It was great. Singing about where the bar stool's in the wrong place, or I'm gonna get a mirror or something. Yeah, my 45 square meter place, which is great, by the way. So yeah, I think. There's all sorts of thoughts going through my head, but I wanted to plant some seeds of how kind of, if it's fair, or if you want to challenge me, I love that. Because I just want to figure it out, right? And then I want to be a part of the build, and then I want to be part of the execution. I want to be part of the field. I don't want to stay anywhere on one subject forever, but I do want to complete it. So how my brain works is someone that points out gotta find a better word for it: problem, opportunity, challenge. I mean, we're labeling, right? We're labeling whatever, but I'd like to label it a little bit cooler. Because it's more interesting, isn't it? When you start getting into the layers. And it's funny. Finance always, gets both ends of the stick. Because right now it takes money. So people with money have made money or stole money or whatever. However, whatever. They have money. And so it's in that web of finance, and the watchdog of the company and the fuel is both finance. And that is automatically a conflict of interest, isn't it? So if we monetize and we stop valorizing, like we did for virtually or statistically our whole existence as humans, but going way further back to, stardust. So yeah, when I talk about stuff, you got to remember, I don't learn by reading books. That system wasn't made for me. I don't learn by sitting in a classroom. That system wasn't. I love conferences and stage talk, good ones. But conferences seem to be playing it so safe. There's no debate. Everyone's just going and saying, yeah, I agree, that's a really cool electric powered tractor that can be plugged into 5G. Yeah, I love that shit too. But who can afford that? See, another text came in. Drives me nuts. But I love it. I love information. I want to read the text. Don't get me wrong. The text is not the problem here. The text is the subject. So yeah, so we're going to talk about stuff like that, fairness, and how, because that tractor is afforded only by the large food people, or it's going to be a shackle for the SMFs, small, medium farmers out there that are in serious trouble. So yeah, we're going to talk about fairness. Come back at me with information. I'd love to evolve it, or take it on. I'm not a PM. I'm not a project manager. No way. But I love project managers. I respect them so much. Anyways, that's part 3 of the intro, which is indefinite. So it might be a lot of parts of the intro, although the background might change. Not digitally. See ya. Thanks for sticking to it. Hopefully we can have great conversations.